Imagine a lion and a gazelle in the savannah. The lion is hungry and wants to hunt, but he is also lazy and does not want to exert himself. He sees the gazelle grazing nearby and thinks, "Why should I chase her? She is too fast and agile for me. Maybe I will find an easier prey later." He decides to lie down and wait for a better opportunity. The gazelle, on the other hand, is alert and vigilant. She knows that the lion is a potential threat, but she also knows that she has the speed and stamina to escape. She thinks, "Why should I fear him? He is too lazy and sluggish for me. Maybe he will give up and leave me alone." She decides to keep grazing and enjoy the fresh grass.
Who do you think is more likely to survive and thrive in this situation? The lion or the gazelle? The answer is obvious, the gazelle. She is not lazy, but active and diligent. She does not procrastinate, but acts and reacts. She does not let fear or complacency stop her from living her life. She is a Stoic. Stoicism is a philosophy that originated in ancient Greece and Rome, and was practiced by some of the most influential figures in history, such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus and Cicero. Stoicism teaches us how to live according to our nature, reason and virtue, and how to deal with the challenges and difficulties that we face in life. One of the main challenges that many of us face today is laziness, or the tendency to avoid doing what we should do, or to do it poorly or reluctantly. Laziness can have many negative consequences, such as wasting time, missing opportunities, losing motivation, feeling guilty, unhappy or depressed, and harming our health, relationships and goals. How can we overcome laziness and become more productive, efficient and fulfilled? In this video, I will share with you some of the best Stoic quotes and tips that can help you conquer your laziness and live a better life. But before we start, please make sure to activate the notification bell, so that you don't miss any of my future videos. I know that it can be tempting to skip this step, but trust me, it will be worth it. Don't be weak and stay till the end. You will not regret it. Chapter 1: Understand the causes of your laziness. The first step to conquer your laziness is to understand what causes it. According to the Stoics, laziness is often the result of faulty judgments, irrational beliefs, or false opinions. For example, you might think that something is too hard, too boring, too risky, or too irrelevant for you to do. You might believe that you are not capable, not worthy, not responsible, or not interested in doing it. You might have a false opinion of yourself, of others, or of the situation. These judgments, beliefs, and opinions can make you feel discouraged, fearful, indifferent, or resentful, and prevent you from taking action. The Stoics advise us to examine our thoughts and to challenge them with reason and evidence. They teach us to distinguish between what is in our control and what is not, and to focus on the former. They remind us that we have the power to choose how we perceive and respond to things, and that we are responsible for our own actions and outcomes. They encourage us to adopt a positive and realistic attitude, and to see things as they are, not as we wish them to be. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Chapter: Set clear and meaningful goals. The second step to conquer your laziness is to set clear and meaningful goals. Without goals, you will have no direction, no purpose, no motivation, and no satisfaction. You will drift aimlessly, waste your time, and miss your potential. With goals, you will have a vision, a plan, a drive, and a reward. You will move forward, use your time wisely, and achieve your potential. The Stoics advise us to set goals that are aligned with our nature, reason, and virtue, and that are beneficial for ourselves and others. They teach us to set goals that are challenging, but not impossible, specific, but not rigid, and measurable, but not obsessive. They remind us that our goals are not ends in themselves, but means to an end, and that the end is to live a good life. They encourage us to set goals that are consistent with our values, passions, and talents, and that reflect our true selves. As Seneca wrote, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Chapter 3: Plan your actions and prioritize your tasks. The third step to conquer your laziness is to plan your actions and prioritize your tasks. Without a plan, you will have no structure, no order, no efficiency, and no progress. You will be confused, overwhelmed, distracted, and frustrated. With a plan, you will have a framework, a sequence, a method, and a result. You will be clear, focused, productive, and successful. The Stoics advise us to plan our actions and prioritize our tasks according to our goals, resources, and circumstances. They teach us to plan our actions and prioritize our tasks in advance, but to be flexible and adaptable to changes. They remind us that our plan is not a guarantee, but a guide, and that our tasks are not obligations, but opportunities. They encourage us to plan our actions and prioritize our tasks in a way that balances our needs, wants, and duties, and that respects our limits, preferences, and responsibilities. As Epictetus wrote, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Chapter 4, Take Action and Overcome Procrastination. The fourth step to conquer your laziness is to take action and overcome procrastination. Without action, you will have no results, no feedback, no improvement, and no fulfillment. You will be passive, stagnant, mediocre, and unhappy. With action, you will have results, feedback, improvement, and fulfillment. You will be active, dynamic, excellent, and happy. The Stoics advise us to take action and overcome procrastination by using our will, reason, and courage. They teach us to take action and overcome procrastination by starting small, breaking down big tasks, setting deadlines, rewarding ourselves, and seeking support. They remind us that action is better than inaction, that perfection is the enemy of progress, and that mistakes are opportunities to learn. They encourage us to take action and overcome procrastination by remembering our goals, values, and potential, and by facing our fears, doubts, and excuses. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. B1. Chapter 5, Monitor your progress and evaluate your performance. The fifth step to conquer your laziness is to monitor your progress and evaluate your performance. Without monitoring and evaluation, you will have no feedback, no improvement, no accountability, and no satisfaction. You will be ignorant, complacent, irresponsible, and dissatisfied. With monitoring and evaluation, you will have feedback, improvement, accountability, and satisfaction. You will be aware, humble, responsible, and satisfied. The Stoics advise us to monitor our progress and evaluate our performance by using our reason, judgment, and conscience. They teach us to monitor our progress and evaluate our performance by keeping track of our actions, outcomes, and feelings, by comparing them with our goals, standards, and expectations, and by making adjustments, corrections, and improvements. They remind us that monitoring and evaluation are not for boasting, blaming, or shaming, but for learning, growing, and celebrating. They encourage us to monitor our progress and evaluate our performance by being honest, objective, and constructive, and by acknowledging our strengths, weaknesses, and achievements. As Cicero wrote, if a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Chapter 6, Maintain your motivation and cultivate your habits. The sixth and final step to conquer your laziness is to maintain your motivation and cultivate your habits. Without motivation and habits, you will have no drive, no consistency, no discipline, and no success. You will be unmotivated, erratic, lazy, and unsuccessful. With motivation and habits, you will have drive, consistency, discipline, and success. You will be motivated, steady, diligent, and successful. The Stoics advise us to maintain our motivation and cultivate our habits by using our emotions, reason, and virtue. They teach us to maintain our motivation and cultivate our habits by finding our purpose, passion, and meaning, by setting realistic, attainable, and rewarding goals, and by developing positive, rational, and virtuous attitudes. They remind us that motivation and habits are not fixed, but dynamic, and that they can be influenced, changed, and improved. They encourage us to maintain our motivation and cultivate our habits by being inspired, curious, and grateful, and by repeating, reinforcing, and refining our actions. As Seneca wrote, while we wait for life, life passes. These are the 6 steps that can help you conquer your laziness and live a better life with the help of Stoicism. By following these 6 steps, you will be able to overcome your laziness and live a better life with the help of Stoicism. You will be more productive, efficient, and fulfilled. You will be more rational, virtuous, and happy. You will be more like the gazelle, and less like the lion. I appreciate you if you have made it this far. Leave a comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback. But hold on, there is still one more thing to do. Before you go, I want you to do a simple exercise. Take a moment and think about one thing that you have been putting off or avoiding for a long time. It could be a task, a project, a goal, or anything else that you know you should do, but you don't. Now, ask yourself, why am I not doing it? What is stopping me? What is the worst that can happen if I do it? What is the best that can happen if I do it? How will I feel if I do it? How will I feel if I don't? After you have answered these questions, make a decision. Will you do it or not? If you decide to do it, then do it. Don't wait, don't hesitate, don't delay. Just do it. If you decide not to do it, then let it go. Don't regret, don't worry, don't stress. Just let it go. Whatever you decide, be proud of yourself. You have taken a step towards conquering your laziness and living a better life. You have applied the Stoic wisdom and guidance to your own situation. You have been a Stoic. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to activate the notification bell, so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Remember, laziness is not a permanent condition, but a temporary state. You can change it, if you want to. You have the power, the reason, and the virtue to do so. You have the stoicism to do so. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength.